Hello there, stranger. In today's video, I will show you 5 forgotten supercars. So enough of talking and let's begin. Number 1. Cizetta Moroder V16T. The Cizetta V16T was originally conceived as the Cizetta Moroder V16T by Claudio Zampoli, an Italian automotive engineer in the late 1980s. The Moroder in the name refers to Giorgio Moroder, an Italian record producer who was involved in the project's early development stages. It was the only product of the Cizetta company. It was developed by a group of ex-Lamborghini employees and initially introduced in Los Angeles in December 1988. The Cizetta V16T features a striking and unconventional design, with angular bodywork and dramatic styling cues. It has a mid-engine layout and a 2-seater configuration. The V16T is powered by a transversely mounted 6.0-litre V16 engine in the central rear position, just forward of the rear axle and behind the passenger seats. It shares a single aluminum cylinder block with 4 cylinder heads with gearing between themselves, providing a single output from the center of the engine assembly to the 5-speed transaxle. The engine is based on the Lamborghini Huracan's 90-degree DOHC flatplane V8, with which it shares a number of parts, including the separate heads. The central output also allowed Chief Engineer Oliviero Pedrazzi to retain the Huracan's crankshafts. The Bosch Cagetronic fuel injection systems from the V8 engines were retained for supplying fuel to the engine. The resulting engine has 64 valves, 8 overhead camshafts, instead of the conventional long 4 camshafts. The engine produces a peak power output of 540 horsepower and 540 Newton-meters of torque. The decision to use a V16 engine was taken to make the car unique and due to Zampoli's fascination of large automobiles. The prototypes had a curb weight of 1,700 kilograms, with Zampoli stating that the production car would weigh 1,400 kilograms. The car achieves a top speed of 328 kilometers per hour, 204 miles per hour, and required just 4 seconds to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles per hour, while at the same time equipped with many luxury features. The Cizetta Moroder V16T was produced in limited numbers, with only a handful of examples built between 1991 and 1995. Its exclusivity adds to its allure among automotive enthusiasts and collectors. Despite its limited production run, the Cizetta Moroder V16T has achieved cult status among supercar aficionados. Its unique design, powerful V16 engine, and rarity make it a highly sought after and collectible car. Number 2. Venturi 400 GT. The Venturi 400 GT was introduced as a limited production sports car aimed at enthusiasts seeking high performance and exclusivity. The car was produced by the French car manufacturer Venturi, and it was produced from 1994 to 1997 with less than 100 units. Only about 15 street versions and 73 units for racing were built. The Venturi 400 GT features a sleek and aerodynamic design with a low-slung profile, sculpted body panels, and aggressive styling cues. Its design emphasized performance and aerodynamic efficiency, with features such as a rear wing and air intakes for engine cooling. The 400 GT is powered by a mid-mounted 3-litre V6 engine, which can be naturally aspirated or turbocharged, sourced from Peugeot, producing 400 horsepower and 520 Newton-meters of torque. The weight of this car is around 1,000 kilograms, with a 5-speed manual gearbox and a top speed of 290 kilometers per hour. It accelerates from 0 to 100 in around 4 seconds. This engine, coupled with a lightweight chassis and advanced suspension system, provided exhilarating performance and dynamic handling characteristics. The passenger compartment, which was obviously of higher quality, was very different, taking up that of the Venturi 260. The 400 GT was fitted with a catalytic converter, as in the last versions of the 260. The Venturi 400 GT received positive reviews from automotive journalists and enthusiasts for its impressive performance, exotic styling, and attention to detail. However, its limited availability and high price tag meant that it remained a niche offering in the sports car segment. It remains a significant model in Venturi's history, representing the brand's commitment to producing high-performance sports cars with French flair. Number 3. The Aston Martin Bulldog. The Aston Martin Bulldog, styled by William Townes, is a British one-off concept vehicle produced by Aston Martin in 1979. The code name for the project was DP-1. Initially, a production run of 1525 cars was planned, but the project was deemed too costly and only one was built. The Bulldog's design was striking and futuristic, featuring a low-slung wedge-shaped body with gull-wing doors. It was styled by William Townes, who incorporated angular lines and aerodynamic elements to give the car a distinctive and aggressive appearance. The Aston Martin Bulldog was powered by a mid-mounted 5.3-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine, which was capable of producing around 600 horsepower, but is capable of 700 HP and 680 Newton-meters of torque on the testbed. This gave the Bulldog impressive performance figures for its time, with a claimed top speed of 237 miles per hour, 382 kilometers per hour, and a 0 to 100 acceleration time of just 5 seconds. Aston Martin built only one prototype of the Bulldog, which underwent extensive testing to validate its performance capabilities. The car was taken to the Mira proving ground in the UK and the Nardo Ring test track in Italy for high-speed testing, where it achieved speeds close to its claimed top speed. In recent years, the original Aston Martin Bulldog prototype underwent a comprehensive restoration to bring it back to its former glory. The restoration project aimed to preserve the car's original design and specifications while addressing any mechanical or cosmetic issues that had arisen over the years. Despite the positive reception to the Bulldog concept, Aston Martin ultimately decided not to put the car into production. The high development costs and challenges associated with meeting emissions and safety regulations at the time were cited as reasons for this decision. As a result, the Bulldog remains a one-of-a-kind prototype and a highly sought-after collector's car. Number 4. Volkswagen W12. The Volkswagen W12 was a series of concept cars created by Volkswagen Passenger Cars in 1997. At the request of then Volkswagen Group CEO Ferdinand Piech, Giorgetto Giugiaro and his Ital design team was tasked to design a Volkswagen sports car with instructions that it had to accommodate a 12-cylinder engine in a W configuration, be mid-engined, and also be able to be configured with Volkswagen's Synchro all-wheel drive system. Another reason for its conception was to prove to the world that Volkswagen Group can build a supercar and can build a large and reliable engine for its flagship car models such as the Audi A8, Volkswagen Phaeton, and its sport utility vehicle, the Volkswagen Touareg. In fact, the W12 engine featured in the W12 No.2 concept is closely related to the engines found in the Bentley Continental GT and Bentley Flying Spur. The Volkswagen W12 featured a sleek and futuristic design with a low-slung body and aerodynamic lines. It was a two-seater sports coupe with a mid-engine layout, giving it a balanced and performance-oriented design. The Volkswagen W12 was powered by a W12 engine, which was a unique naturally aspirated 6.0-litre 12-cylinder engine configuration. It produced 600 horsepower and 620 Newton-meters of torque. In the case of the Volkswagen W12 concept, the engine was mounted behind the two seats, contributing to a balanced weight distribution. It could accelerate from a 0 to 100 in about 3.5 seconds and had a top speed of 357 kilometers per hour, 221 miles per hour, weighing 1,200 kilograms, 2646 pounds. On 23rd of February 2002, a Volkswagen W12 Coupe took the world record for all speed classes over 24 hours over the Nardo Ring at Lecce, covering a distance of 7,140 kilometers at an average speed of 322 kilometers per hour. While the Volkswagen W12 concept car was never intended for production, it served as a platform for exploring new ideas and technologies that may have influenced future Volkswagen models. Elements of its design and engineering may have been incorporated into other Volkswagen vehicles, contributing to the brand's ongoing innovation in the automotive industry. Number 5. Škoda 110 Supersport. Škoda 110 Supersport Type 724 was a prototype sports car with rear engine and rear wheel drive. Development took place in 1969-1971 and a prototype was produced in 1971. The car had an aerodynamic body made of fiberglass. There were 6 flip-up headlights in front, and behind it there was space for luggage and a spare wheel. The doors flipped up along with the windshield and roof. In the rear part of the car, there was an engine, an inline 4-cylinder from the Škoda 110L Rally. There were 16 round lights on the rear end, 6 in the upper row at the edge of 3, and 10 in the lower row across the entire width of the car. A single specimen was produced in Kvassini, which was white in colour. It was introduced in 1972 at the Brussels Motor Show. Despite the public interest, it did not make it into serial production. In Czechoslovakia, the car was criticised for 2 angular shapes, but in the West, in Road and Track magazine, the Škoda 110 Supersport was rated better than the Aston Martin prototype. The Škoda 110 Supersport was powered by a 1.1-litre modified Škoda 110 Rally engine with increased power, inline 4-cylinder with OHV distribution, double carburetor engine. This engine was capable of producing around 104 horsepower. The 0 to 100 is around 12.6 seconds and the top speed is 211 kilometers per hour, 131 miles per hour, while weighing around 898 kilograms, 1979 pounds. In 1981, it was repainted in black with red lines around the edges and received new front and rear fascias. The folding lights at the front were gone and replaced by 2 grouped into a rectangle with a radiator grille between them, and it got a new massive wing. The author of this facelift was Theodor Pišček. This modified car played a major role in the film The Vampire of Ferrat, 1981, making it known as Ferrat. He could also be seen in the movie The Great Movie Heist, 1986, and in a white version in the movie I'll Get Up Tomorrow and Burn My Tea, 1977. It can be seen in the Škoda Auto Museum in Mladá Boleslav. If you want to see some cars you've never heard of, click here. But for now, here's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, then like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.